Let's talk about developing a ministry vision for the year. The three areas I want to visit are knowing your who. Who's your audience? Who are the people that you want to minister to? The second is identifying the need. And then the third is casting out the vision. So the first part about knowing who your audience is I want you to consider your ministry, consider your context, and actually start to think about real people. It's often better to identify those that are already in the context and develop a ministry plan around those particular people rather than dealing in an imaginative group that we don't actually know or have contact with. So that's the first thing I would say is know who that you're reaching out to. Now, there might be some particular things within your parish context like sacramental programs, current groups running already, or just people that a rough age group that you see already around the parish that you can begin to base your ministry off. So if you have a lot of, say, young primary school age people in your parish, it might be more valuable to start a youth group or something along those sorts of lines with primary school age people rather than jump straight to a year 9 to 12 group. So that's what I mean when we say identify who are the people in your context. Identifying the needs of those that you're about to minister to is really crucial in mapping out your year of ministry. Because when we map out our year of ministry, we want to be able to put in gatherings and particular experiences that facilitate that growth in our young people that responds to those needs. So if you can see that within the young people that you're reaching out to, or the young adults, or those sorts of things, that they're at an entry level of their faith, then you might decide to really go towards a more charismatic, so basic gospel proclamation, or you might want to build on basic prayer styles and that sort of thing. And you might decide that this group needs to have a lot more fun moments so I can build up to something a bit more catechetical and rich in the faith teachings. Once we've identified who and we've identified the need, what we want to start doing is mapping out our year of ministry. So as we do that, we want to probably compile a list of a few different things. One is we want to actually brainstorm and jot down, what are actually all of the dates throughout a year that I need to avoid? So start thinking about things like school holidays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, that sort of thing, public holidays. We probably don't want to conduct gathering events on these particular dates. You need a break too, so take that break. Go call your mum. So the other thing is identify some core dates that you do want to build your ministry around. So your parish has a particular title, it's a name, it has a patronage. So if your parish has a particular patron saint, it might be a really good idea to actually build something around the feast day of that parish. That would be a crucial idea. So we know the audience, we've identified the need, and so now it's time to cast a vision. So when I talk about casting a vision, start to think about, what is the charism or what is the vibe that our ministry is going to take. It might be that, this group of people that I'm going to be journeying with need more fun. So we're going to have a very high speed, kind of very fun, energetic ministry. Or you might decide that actually this group that I'm journeying with really wants to journey deeper in the faith. So it's going to be a much more catechetical or teaching sort of ministry. Alternatively, it could be a very prayerful ministry. It might be one that wants to seek to outreach more and do missionary work. So start to think about that audience and the needs and then what we could do together. And then what I want you to try and do is maybe break up the year into 4. So you've got term 1, 2, 3, and 4, and start to perhaps write what sort of growth you want to see in each quarter with your ministry. So that could be a very helpful exercise because often when we try to map out a year of ministry, we think, okay, I just need to do a bunch of things and just line it all up throughout the year. But if you think in growth patterns, okay, I want to first address my young people's ability to pray. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus a lot more on prayer life in term 1. And then we want to just carry that on organically, but then I want to build on that in term 2. So again, know your audience, know the needs, and then let that be the thing that helps you cast a vision in your year of ministry.